Time now for the Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.
The secure border is fantastic. I'm friends with Laken Riley's mother, and we didn't see a lot of protest happening on the left saying that, Americans shouldn't be killed by illegal aliens. And I didn't see Democrats protesting the Obama administration. And under President Obama, there were more deportations than President Trump and President Biden and President Bush. And so we didn't see protests back then.
They didn't do it this way.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
There. Bill Maher says they didn't do it this way, and you heard the applause. Now, what did that mean? They didn't do it this way. I presume he means either one of four things or a combination. He means that A, ICE didn't go into the streets under Obama. B, there were no street activists, protesters, agitators. C, ICE did not deport those without criminal records beyond the crime of illegal entry or illegally overstaying. Or D, Obama deported people only after securing a judicial warrant. That must be what Bill Maher meant. Let's explore those. Let's assume he means A, ICE did not go into the streets under Obama. Well, you know that's not true because we played you that excerpt from the PBS special showing ICE agents going into the interior, including states like Illinois, cities like Chicago that were sanctuary, deporting people off the streets, including a woman who had made an illegal lane change, or a lane change without signaling, got pulled over, turned out she was an illegal alien, she ended up being deported. So the idea that ICE didn't go into the streets under Obama is just not true. Did they go into the streets to the extent that Trump has? Absolutely not. You know why? Here's an exchange took place on X, formerly known as Twitter. This guy says, how did Obama successfully remove 3 million non-citizens humanely? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No ICE, no violence, no fanfare, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So 5 question marks this time instead of the 4. Asking for a friend, said this person on X. Check out this response. Quote, well, as someone who worked during that administration, it's simple. All the sanctuary cities, including mine, cooperated fully with ICE and Homeland. They gave lists of all the undocumented kids my agency had, and then ICE came and got them. So this, in fact, is politicians' fault because they pick and choose who they want to cooperate with and which ones they want to make things worse. End of quote. You see, here's the deal. Even though Obama was called the deporter-in-chief by people like Luis Gutierrez, a congressman from the Chicago area, and even though ACLU criticized him, Democrats in general said nothing. Media in general said nothing. Why? Because it's their guy. They loved Obama. The comedians never made any jokes about Obama. Obama was doing Obamacare. So, they said nothing. You see, this is why the activities of ICE are so incredibly unpopular. Because people had no blooming idea that under Obama they were doing the same thing. Or under Obama, massive numbers of people were being deported because the state and local authorities were cooperating with the feds, which is not what you're happening here because of Trump derangement syndrome. Obama deported twice as many. And then you get this, well, Obama deported people on the border. So they were really just returns. That's not true either. If you add up the people that Obama deported on the border, and he did, then his total deportations are not 3 million, they're 5 million. Which means Obama deported a bunch of people, not at the border, but in the interior, just as Trump is doing right now. And again, Obama did not inherit an administration that intentionally allowed in between 10 and 15 million illegal aliens by design. This is from Snopes. Snopes is a fact-check organization that is left-wing. Quote, a substantial number of non-citizens also left the United States through what are classified as returns, defined as movement of a non-citizen out of the United States at the border. Snopes says when both formal removals and returns are included, the total number of deportations under Obama exceeds 5 million, end of quote. Snopes.com, May 8, 2025. So don't give me this business about, well, it wasn't done like that because Obama was turning away people at the border. He was. But if you count the 2 million that he returned at the border, plus the 3 million that he also deported, you're talking about 5 million. So if that's what Mr. Maher meant, he's wrong. If he means that under Obama, only people with a court order or judicial warrant, which is what Hakeem Jeffries now says he wants ICE to be reformed to. I only want deportation, says Hakeem Jeffries, if they're deported with a judicial warrant. This is again Snopes.com. Again, a left-wing fact checker. May 8, 2025. Quote, in summary, the claim that immigration authorities deported more than 3 million people during the Obama administration is accurate based on formal removal figures. Over the 8-year period of the Obama administration, the percentage of removals carried out without a hearing before an immigration judge. Without a hearing before an immigration judge. I repeat, without a hearing before an immigration judge ranged from approximately 58% to 84%, averaging roughly 74% of those removals carried out without a hearing before an immigration judge. End of quote. Is this thing on? Is that what you meant by not like this?
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel. Stay informed anytime, anywhere with the Salem News Channel and 9:30 a.m. TheAnswer.com. This has been The Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.